Aloha, friends. Today, from the island of Hawaii, I would like to tell you a story from the ocean side. We read about Jesus teaching around the, the Sea of Galilee, and how he would sometimes use the boat to sit down and deliver the message. And so I just want to invite some of you. I don't know if you are next to a river, a lake, whatever area and around the world that you might find yourself. I just want to bring you with me to this beautiful Kailua beachside. Unfortunately, we cannot, as you know, come to the beach like in former days, but come with me to reflect on a few stories. This morning I would like to start, the Sunday morning here, I would like to start with the reflection on the story when Jesus met Peter. It might have been Peter's first time face-to-face encounter with Jesus, but that is debatable. However, we are told that Jesus, in one of such occasion, was teaching at the lakeside. Then he noticed two empty boats because the owners had gone out to wash their net. Stepping into one of them, the one belonging to Simon Peter, Jesus said to him, push it a little further. Then he sat down and taught the people. Now when he had finished, he said to Simon the owner, now take it to where it's deep and let down your net for a catch. Peter said to him, Rabbi, we have toiled all night and we didn't catch a thing. But at your word, I would let down the net again. Now this time around, when they had done so, they incur a great catch until their nets were at the verge of sinking. A cry for help brought in their partner, James and John, who were also there with them. And they filled both boats until they were at the verge of sinking. Now when Simon Peter saw this, he fell down on his knees before Jesus and said, get away from me, Lord, for I am much of a sinner to be around you. But Jesus replied, do not be afraid. From now henceforth, you will fish for people. Now, when they had brought out their nets to the shore, they abandoned everything and followed Jesus. Amen. Now, this is a very, a short story, a minute story, shorter than a minute story. But I'm starting a series of reflection where we can take a story like this and reflect upon to sort of learn and ask questions and also observe what God is doing using stories like this. So the first question is, if you were there with Peter, what would you be thinking? This man is obviously a rabbi. You may have listened to what he just finished teaching. We are not told in this text what he was teaching about. However, from other texts such as Mark and Matthew, we could assume Jesus might have been teaching some of the content of the parables, like the parable of the sower. Maybe not. But the question is, if you were Peter, what will be going through your mind? Maybe we can observe something from what Peter just said. We have toiled throughout the night and we've not catch a thing. And that word toil or We have worked hard the whole night. It's been a sleepless night. It's been a very strange night. One of those nights where you try your possible best to sleep, to sort of like, just forget everything, and nothing is moving. Nothing is going away. In fact, it becomes that very night you just want everything to stop and pause. That's the night everything came out. And as much as you love to think about problem solving, this is just the one night you wish and just hope, not today. Let's do it tomorrow. I just want a few hours of sleep. But no, that was not the case. And suddenly, right in front of you, what you tore all night, concluding it was the worst night of your life, and perhaps introducing you to the worst season of your life ever experienced. A willingness to give the last thing you have got, which is your boat, the energy that you don't have to push it a little further. It turned out to be the best day of your life. And even if Peter had quit the night before or even that morning, this encounter with Jesus gave him a heavenly perspective to his skills, his gifting, his passion, which was fishing. I love what Jesus said to Peter. From now henceforth, you will fish for people. He did not say to Peter, from now henceforth, I'm going to have you stop fishing and just come with me and do something better with your life. That's amazing. Because when we have those rough times, those rough days, those rough weeks, we sort of conclude like, I may have been in the wrong place. You sort of question everything about your life. You question your birth date. You even question your mother's middle name. That is to say, you go as much as questioning if your birth was as legitimate as your parent claimed. That is to say, maybe you were not supposed to be born. I mean, all sorts of weird, I don't know about you, but all sorts of weird thought go through my mind. I'm thinking, now what? And suddenly, if Peter will only just hold on and not quit, just push it a little further and just hang in there. Jesus finished teaching. It almost seems as if because of what Peter had heard Jesus said, he decided to let down the net. Jesus would have been disqualified if Peter had not heard something. And maybe this message, my friend, is the word you just need for your heart to be encouraged again, to say, wherever you are right now, don't quit. Not yet. God is on your side. Jesus has not quit on you. And so I pray, Father, strengthen my friends. Empower my friends. Encourage their spirit. Revive them again. And give a kingdom perspective to their skills, to their giftings, to their calling. And inspire their hearts to have the boldness not to quit, but also to start that new thing by throwing the net again. Amen.